Hi Libra, welcome to your singles love reading for September 2020. This is a love reading for Libra singles, sun, moon, or rising sign. So if this reading doesn't resonate for you, I encourage you to check out your moon and or rising sign videos. Also, I want to thank everyone who has booked a personal reading with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, the information to do so is in the description box below. So Libra, let's just go ahead and get started with your singles love reading. The first card you have is Justice reversed. This is your current state right now as a single Libra. Yeah, Libra, you are feeling like you've been wronged in some way. Something was unfair. It has to do with romantic connection in the past or the recent past. You feel like you were wronged. Maybe someone tricked you or took advantage of you. This could also suggest a divorce. Maybe some of you Libras went through a divorce or a separation and you feel like you got the short end of the stick. Whatever it is, Libra, you are just feeling like life isn't fair right now. And it's making you have more pessimistic view on love and meeting someone right now. You're not feeling very optimistic right now. You're feeling like, oh, if I meet someone, they're just going to take advantage of me, or, it's not going to be fair in some way, or you're feeling like, I'm not going to be able to meet someone, no one's going to like me. It's all of that, or some of those things. It's just like you're feeling like things aren't fair. Maybe you feel like, oh, I can't really meet someone because of what's going on in the world, and you feel like it's not fair. I have to be honest, Libra, it is coming off a little bit of a childish energy where you're in this complaining mode. You just are like, life isn't fair, nothing's fair, everything sucks. So, yeah, that's just where you're at right now, Libra, if that's resonating with you. And it doesn't mean that's who you are. That's not what I'm saying at all. This is just your current energy right now as a single Libra. You're just kind of like, oh no! I lost one of my food dogs. Okay. I will pick him up later. He's taking a nap on the floor. Yeah, you're just feeling like things aren't fair. Someone took advantage of your kindness maybe. You maybe felt like you were very open and vulnerable with romantic connections in the past, and they took advantage of you in some way. Yeah. It's interesting that food dog fell. I'm just wondering if it has anything to do with you, Libra. Maybe you feel tired. You just want to... Well, you do have the Four of Swords. We'll get to that. You are tired, so maybe that's why that happened. Anyways, yeah, you're just like... You're kind of in a negative energy right now, Libra. If this is your reading, you're feeling like if you go and try and meet someone right now, it's not going to work out. People always wrong you in some way, so why even bother? That's just how you're feeling right now, Libra. The second card you have is a Page of Wands. This is what you want in love, in romantic connection. You're very idealistic as a Libra, okay? You really want someone to be that magical bright wand. You have maybe an idealized notion about love, of what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like. Okay, and this might have held you back in the past, Libra. Maybe you have, it's page energy. Page energy is a little immature, so you might have this idealized notion of this one thing, this wand, this one thing that's supposed to be so bright and shiny. And you might have set yourself up for failure if you were idealizing a relationship or a person too much. Maybe you thought that someone couldn't do any wrong, and then when you realized they were human, you went into that Justice reversed energy where you're like, wow, that wasn't really fair. I'm not saying, Libra, that the other person wasn't at fault. That's very likely. I'm just saying that with this Page of Wands, it's like you're looking for someone to be, very bright and shiny. It's a little bit too idealized. What I'm picking up on, what you're looking for in love is a little, you haven't fully fleshed it out, Libra. It's still like a fairy tale idea. It could be shallow and lacking depth. It's, not really wanting to see a person for who they really are. Just wanting something because it's shiny and looks good. Okay? That's what I'm picking up on, Libra. Sorry. Sorry if you don't like to hear that. Or if you think it's not true. I mean, it might not be your reading, but what you're looking for in love is just something shiny and fiery and sparkly. Like you want that passion. And you want, the Page of Wands suggests that you want someone that you could really look up to and admire. Maybe you want a muse or someone that you can worship or something. You know, that is a very Libra thing. Libras are very self-sacrificing in romantic relationship. So the third card you have is the Star reversed. This is what you've learned in the past or the recent past about love. It's funny because you Libras are so optimistic, and the Star reverse makes sense because it's kind of like your optimism got turned upside down. The Star is all about faith and hope, and you are feeling like what you've learned in the past is that you can't put faith and hope in people, that someone's going to let you down. It's not going to work out one way or another. I'm picking up a lot of idealizing in this reading, Libra. It's like you idealized love or a person or several people, and now it has you very bitter and jaded. Okay, Libra? So just keep that in mind. Like, yeah, with the Star reversed, it's like you've learned that you can't trust anyone. You can't put your faith and hope in anyone. And the Star is all about blending the two elements together to form a harmonious whole. And Libra, it's like you feel like you really can't come together with someone. You know, you can't blend yourself with someone else. It's not going to work. You know, you might have had a lot of hope with that shining star in the background to meet someone or come together with someone in the past, and it didn't work out. And now you're just feeling like, you know, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to trust anyone. I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to open myself up. I'm not going to have all this faith and hope in someone. I'm going to be, you know, very careful. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, obviously, don't let yourself get walked on, Libra, by all means. Like, stand up for yourself. But I'm picking up on this strong energy that you kind of maybe had unrealistic idealizations about love, and then that kind of got crushed one way or another, which doesn't mean that the other party wasn't guilty. They could have absolutely been. But one way or another, I feel like on your end, you kind of had these unrealistic ideas, and then you got squashed. And now you're from one extreme to another, Libra. It's like one extreme to another. Now all of a sudden, you don't believe in love at all anymore. You know? Yeah, I'm picking up on that really strongly. Not wanting to believe in love anymore. Feeling, it's like you opened yourself a lot and you feel like you got squashed. The fourth card you have, Libra, is what holds you back from love at this time? It's the Empress card. So Libra, this is not necessarily a bad thing. I actually see this as a good thing. What's holding you back from love right now is that you're in the Empress energy, and the Empress energy is all about planning for the future, being very focused on taking care of yourself, your physicality, taking care of the body, taking care of the home, okay? You're just focused on yourself right now, Libra, and you're not really that interested in meeting someone right now. You're just not. With this Empress energy, you are wanting to take care of yourself physically. Maybe you want to eat healthier and exercise and take vitamins, or maybe you're working on something very intently and slowly. Maybe you're building a little business, or you're just focused on your work right now and saving money or whatever, bringing your home together. Whatever it is, Libra, you're very much in this Empress energy of wanting to take care of yourself and put yourself first. And that is why it's saying that there isn't really opportunity for love with that. That is what holds you back from love right now, is that you're just not going in that direction. You're focused on taking care of yourself. You want to build yourself up. And it could be because you feel so beaten up about past connections. And I think that that's great, Libra. I think that being in this Empress energy is a great reason for being held back in love, is that you really just want to focus on building yourself up and strengthening yourself, your home, your money, your physicality, all of that stuff. The fifth card you have, Libra, is the Four of Swords. This is present opportunities for love. So I wonder if that's why one of my little foo dogs ended up falling on the ground. The Four of Swords is all about just being totally exhausted, a need for retreat, a deep need for rest. This could be not having enough sleep, Just really needing to rest, feeling very tired, okay? I feel like there are not a lot of present opportunities for love because you're more in a restful mode. Four of Swords also could mean wanting to be alone so that you can meditate. You know, it's really just wanting to be with yourself, and that makes sense with this Empress. This Empress card and the Four of Swords are really painting this picture together that you just kind of want to recover yourself, Libra. You really want to focus on yourself, and that's great. I mean, that's wonderful, Libra. I mean, bravo. A lot of these readings, you know, people are so caught up on this, that, and the other, and it seems like you're just really focused on resting yourself, recharging yourself, and taking care of yourself physically and financially with that Empress energy. So yeah, present opportunities for love. If there are present opportunities for love, Libra, you're not going to see it because you're asleep, is basically what this card's saying. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just your choice right now, Libra. I'm seeing that this is your choice right now. It's just simply what you've decided to do. You decided to focus on yourself. You decided to recover and recuperate yourself. And for that reason, there might be opportunities that come by, but you're not going to see them or receive them in this energy. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. You just are feeling like you need to focus on yourself and your rest before you go out and try to meet someone. The sixth and final card you have is characteristics of a potential lover or partner in the future or near future. You have Death reversed. So, Libra, I'm going to be very frank, as I always am. This Death reverse is someone who is maybe a little depressed. They could be lethargic. They could be stuck. They could be inert in one area of their life or their whole life. This is someone who is resisting a change that is long overdue for them, okay? So, Libra, just be careful that if and when you do finally try and meet someone, it's kind of saying that with this current energy you're in, you might end up meeting someone who's kind of stuck, okay? So, yeah, just keep in mind, Libra, that it's because in a way you're stuck right now, Libra, okay? With your current state being the Justice reversed and what you've learned in love being the Star reversed, it's like you're not feeling very optimistic. And the Justice card and the Star card are, you have four major arcana. You have Justice reversed, the Star reversed, Empress in the upright, and Death reversed, okay? So this Justice reversed and the Star reversed are suggesting that where you're at right now, whatever caused you to be in this way, it left a very big impression on you, and it is going to probably have a long-term impact, okay? But don't be scared by that. It's just simply what you need to go through right now, Libra, to come out the other end. And basically with this Death reverse being the characteristics of a potential lover or partner in the future or near future, it's basically saying that because you're kind of in this more negative, jaded, like you've been hurt energy, until you get out of that, it's like you're going to kind of meet someone who is stuck or maybe mirroring that, okay? So you want to unstuck yourself, Libra, so that you don't end up attracting a person who is represented by being Death reversed, which is being in resistance to change and resistance to transformation. But Libra, again, with the Empress in the upright and the Four of Swords, you really are taking care of yourself and you're prioritizing yourself, which is great. But the Empress is all physicality. The Empress is all about money, the physical body, the home, the car, all of that. And then the Four of Swords is about rest and recuperation and just, you know, really resting your mind. That doesn't mean that you address your emotional issues, Libra. Okay? So just keep that in mind, that you can get your body all fixed up, diet, exercise, getting plenty of rest and meditation. You could really focus on doing that for yourself, but that doesn't mean that you addressed your emotional problems. If you have trauma from past relationship or potential traumatic upbringing as a child, like that remains stuck energy, and it doesn't matter how much weight you lose or how much money you make or how much rest you get to recuperate yourself, you'll still be in the stuck energy of the Justice reverse and the Star reverse, and that could be why you're attracting someone in the Death reversed energy. So Libra, just keep that in mind, that if this is your reading, you know, yes, definitely take care of your body, take care of your finances, take care of your home, of course. But there's another part of this. The other part is really healing any kind of emotional wounds that you still have there instead of pushing it down. Healing it so that you could attract someone who is not stuck in that death reversed energy, okay? So Libra, I have an additional card for you. This is from an oracle deck called Rumi's Gift. For those of you who don't know, Rumi was a 12th century Persian poet. He was a Sufi, which is the mystical tradition of Islam. He wrote a lot of poems about love and being in love, but the deeper meaning of his poetry was about God or the nature of reality. And the card that you got, so each card is an artwork and a word corresponding to one of Rumi's poems, and you got ecstasy. Okay, you got ecstasy. So Libra, something is holding you back from really being able to embrace an ecstatic state, you know, in your heart, in your mind, in your psyche, you know, being in ecstasy again, okay? So you're being asked to be ecstatic, whatever that means for you, Libra. I don't know what it means. Is it ecstatic dance? Is it, you know, healing the trauma and the wounds so that you could experience ecstasy? So I'm going to read the poem. It's very, very short. I don't want to give any commentary. I say that for each of them, but I'm not going to give any commentary. I want to say something for this one, but I'm going to hold myself back because I just want you to receive the words of Rumi, which are very powerful, and receive them in your mind and body, and interpret them the way that they see fit for you. But it's a very short poem. I'm just going to read it, and then that'll be the end of your reading. Even if from the sky poison befalls all, I'm still sweetness, wrapped in sweetness, wrapped in sweetness. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I really hope that this reading resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And once again, if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, the information to do so is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Libra. I will see you next time, okay? Bye.